Here go the truth that I wish I would have learned about money early on in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I learned it these days, right now, up to these times right here. Um, before, like, this whole thing about financial responsibilities and investing and um, just how to manage money and stuff like that. It's like it's kind of like a hidden secret gem. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in school, they don't really focus on the money aspect, on how to manage your money or what to do with money. So it's kind of like you just, like, you ever notice, like, you just have money and you just blow through it. It comes, it goes. You done got this lump sum payment from somewhere, and then, down the line, you like, damn, I wish I had that now. You don't have it, and it's like you may have a little bit of it. But, this is what I learned, man. Everything is designed to take your dollar, to actually, for you to give up your money, and you have to find ways to keep your money. And it sounds simple, but it's not so simple. You know what I'm saying? Um, like, for example, when I say, getting a lump sum payment, $1,000 you came up on, I don't know, from whatever, right? And you may feel like, oh, I'm about to save this, or I'm gonna save 500 out of it, or I don't know, right? You notice how that money slowly drifts away that you try to save, you know? And that's because your life is set up to just constantly give money, give, and then not pay yourself. And that's what I learned, is to pay yourself first. Like, it's crazy, man. It sounds so simple, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, we all, let's say we get all this money, this $1,000 payment, lump sum payment from somewhere, right? All we think first, like, okay, maybe not first. Maybe you might think of buying something you want to buy, but the most important thing that's kind of like on your mind, like, oh shit, you want to pay these bills, right? Or you want to, like, you don't want to, but you have to pay the bills, pay the rent, pay the Wi-Fi, pay the PG&E, right, and all that stuff, your car note or whatever, you know, um, pay other people. That's what you always do when you get your money, is you release it, right? But if you start thinking first about how to pay yourself, or how much you're gonna pay yourself, and what I mean with, I had to learn that, like, I'm the most important entity here when it comes to my life. You know what I'm saying? Not bills, not rent, not even my house, car, or nothing. It's me, personally me. So why am I not paying myself first? Right? Now, that it don't matter if it's small or big, how much you pay yourself, but the thought of focusing on yourself first is what I learned, man. It's big when you think of it like that too, because it's a bill right there. They reminded me of my bill payment I got coming up. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, I put up I got a personal pot. Like, I look at myself as a business, right? And I have a pot where it's like, all right, that's mine. Now what do I got left to play with, or not even to play with, but just to pay these other entities, right? And if it's not enough, I gotta go hustle and make some more money. I'm not going into that pot giving that money that's mine to the entities, the bills, the rent, all this type of shit. So it make you hustle harder if you don't make enough money, right? Like that. Like, let's say you barely make enough money to survive, right? And you don't really got that much money left over after rent and all the other bills. It makes you make more money, because you like, damn, well shit, I gotta pay myself. So okay, now I'm probably short like $100 on all these bills and rent. I probably need $100 more. So now you got to pick up a side hustle or you got to make some more money. You know what I'm saying? That mentality just shifted everything in my life. Like, because I always found myself having money, but then it's a time periods where I don't have money. Like, literally, nothing saved up or nothing as a grown man. That shit hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? And I stopped that. Like honestly, like I won't go dive in my shit and go broke. Like I won't dive in my stash and go broke. Like I'm gonna do something to pay these bills and rent if I'm short. Like you get, it's like that serious to keep my money, my personal money. You know what I'm saying? It's like it just makes you hustle harder, like I said, and it makes you more responsible because you know you can't go broke. You know, and you're gonna have some money put away no matter what. Thinking like that, and you know, you got this pot of money that maybe now, you know, what to do with the pot of money. That's a different video or a topic. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I got my money sitting in like a Roth IRA, so it's kind of like collecting interest, or you know, I'll talk about that in another video. I got a what's that shit called? I got a account. I got a Roth IRA. Then I got another savings account that it just sits there gaining interest. You know what I'm saying? To where like, cause if I got it stuffed in my mattress or some shit at home, it's just gonna get dusty. Like it ain't gonna do shit. But if I got it in some type of account that can gain, it's gaining at least. Not nothing big, but at least it's gaining. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that, but it's like I gotta think smart. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's another topic though. I'm still kind of like I'm not a professional at all this shit at all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just learning little shit and I'm taking action. So you know, I noticed that when I put the money away somewhere in a savings somewhere, I'm not even thinking about it now, and I could just keep adding, transferring money from this bank account out here to the savings just every week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how I pay myself. So yeah, man. Hopefully, it's you know you found this helpful. I'm trying to just start sharing what I learned and what I'm doing, and that's one thing I do is I pay myself first before anything. And let me know what you think. I'm gonna tap in a minute.